Hey lovelies, how's it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video and I want to talk about this whole bonnet situation. So there is a white designer with a new line of luxury hair bonnets that everybody on social media is just going crazy about. Now people have several issues with this young lady. Her name is Sarah and she is claiming herself as the creator of these bonnets and she is selling them for $98. So when Fashion Magazine asked her how did she get the idea for NiteCap, she said, "My concept came out of a problem that needed to be solved. I was preparing for my wedding and like a lot of other brides, I wanted everything to be perfect. My skin was breaking out and I have quite long hair. I like the way it looks the second and third day after washing, so I didn't want to wash it every day. A dermatologist recommended that I sleep with my hair pulled back. Another physician recommended that I try silk scarves, and I had fun playing around with them, but they didn't stay on. I did notice though that my skin cleared up from me not having my hair in my face, and I also noticed that my hair was shinier, thicker, and my blowouts lasted longer. There were products on the market, but none of them were functional or fashionable solutions for me, so I was inspired to create my own." She even went on and on about her great grandmother wearing rollers and having to wrap them up in toilet paper and saying that it was so less glamorous, but her product is a whole lot better. Even in the editor's notes, the editor said, though not strictly used just for sleeping, the item has a long history in the black culture, in which the creator did not say one time. She was also asked what were some of the considerations when you were coming up with the design. She said, "I went through tons of different patterns and samples and tests, and it actually took me a lot longer than I would like. I wanted something that was adjustable, so I met with and interviewed women who wrapped their hair. I found that some women with really short thinning hair, they like to sleep wrapped so it can protect it." Then she also said she met with people with long hair and weave, and she felt like they also wanted to wrap their hair, so she decided to make a product for everyone. To be honest, in 2019, I'm not buying the narrative that she is not aware of the history of bonnets, because before, when she was buying the bonnets, I'm pretty sure she's seen black women on the bonnets, or she was going to her favorite retailers such as CVS or Walgreens, Walmart, wherever they have. I'm sure she's seen that black women were wearing bonnets. I mean, I'm not going to buy that she did not know. And even in her response to getting dragged on social media, it's like she tried to clean it up and she said that she failed to connect the history to it. And this is exactly what she said. NiteCap was developed because I was searching for a product that looked and performed exactly the way I wanted for my own personal use. It was important for me that the product produced locally in Canada and made from natural fabrics. A small business grew quickly, but in the process, I failed to connect it back to the border historical context. We stand with those who are hurt, and we respect and hear their voices. We're committed to honoring the historical significance of hair wrapping, and this will now be a part of our approach. Just to be real quick with this, as far as the history of African American women and head wraps, the head wrap originated in sub-Saharan Africa, and it served similar functions for both African and African American women. Not only was the head wrap something significant to them, but because they were wearing it not only for, the culture, but also because it was protecting our hair from that weather, from that heat. Slave owners would impose it and use it as a badge of enslavement, and later it evolved into a stereotype in which they decided to create the black mammy, and the black mammy was doing every single stereotype that she was supposed to do, wearing this rag on her head. The enslaved and their descendants, however, wasn't there for that, and they decided that the head wrap, the head scarf, or the bonnet, whatever you want to call it, was a helmet of courage. This head wrap has functioned as a uniform of rebellion. So in her case, it's not only about the styling and the protective styles, it's not only about the fashion. Literally, this head wrap has a lot of layers to it. It's a multi-layer meaning, and it has centuries of centuries of history behind it. And Little Mama is not the only one that's banking off these bonnets. She sells hers for what, $85, $89. There's another company called Silk London that sells their bonnets for $65, and this is a white-owned company as well. Now, they're not the only company. I find that the bonnet gang is a little ruthless. Like, the people that are behind these companies are a little, off. Because I was even looking at the stay-on satin bonnets from Walmart, our regular schmeckler. You could go to the beauty supply store, or you could go to Walmart, CVS, or whatever and get them for $5, $6. I looked up their trademark information just to see who owns it. And when I looked up the owner and their company, and this is a non-black owned company, the way the owner allegedly treats their employees is really, really sad. Like, it's really sad. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on in the bonnet world, in the bonnet gang, or what's going on with people that, create these bonnets. But something gotta give. Like, this is very sad, because me knowing that I'm a black woman, I wear bonnets every night, and I'm giving y'all money, and this is the things that y'all do. Me knowing that black women are, like, we give people a lot of money, and we never really look into these companies and look into how they treat people. And I was disgusted by some of the things that I read. Now, this is all alleged. I don't know if it's, different locations or what it is, but they need to clean up shop. And these companies that are coming up with these ideas thinking that they are the originators, or they're using something to profit, y'all need to find y'all souls. Y'all have no integrity. Like, seriously. It's very sad. She had a private conversation with someone in their DMs, and they decided to display it on social media. So the person said, "It's a head wrap. You did not invent this, and Black Twitter will never let you forget. It's so silly. It's a nightcap. All you had to do was put the items out there without saying that you came up with the idea. People will pay $100 for a nightcap, but now you're paying for a lie that came centuries late. Shame, shame, shame." She then replied, "Thank you for your message. Nowhere in the article does it say I invented this. It says I tried many things that existed on the market and none of them worked for me personally. I understand silk hair wrapping has a deep and rich history and absolutely do not think this is an original idea." She decided to send an African article to them about Kenya and cultural appropriation, and they clapped back and said, "Well, you should be less concerned about Kenya and Africa and more concerned with your own continent. I have a few tone deaf people I've met in my life, so here's some advice. Since I am a super delegate of Black Twitter, stop responding. You really don't get it, and you're really making it worse. For you, dear God, from your business account too." So then she responded, "You obviously read what I sent you." So this young lady is nasty, okay? She do not care about what nobody say. She gonna sell her $100 bonnets, and yes, she was just in Forbes and everything, y'all. And Forbes really is losing their accreditation for their articles and stuff, because anybody can get in Forbes these days. So I'm gonna read a couple of thoughts and opinions from other people, and then down below I would like to know your thoughts and your opinions about this fiasco. So this young lady said, "Let me get this straight. A white woman is capitalizing on silk bonnets for $98 as if this is some new thing she just invented. My black grandmother, who used to yell at me for not keeping my bonnet on overnight, is rolling over in her grave. I just know it." Another person said, "The fact that a white woman is claiming she invented bonnets will forever be the joke of the decade." The young lady highlighted there were products on the market, but none of them were functional or fashionable solutions to me. "I must push back on the fact that your piece never mentions that black women have been wrapping their hair in bonnets and silk scarves for decades and still do." She also said, "So a white woman entrepreneur is saying that she more or less invented silk bonnets after discovering bonnets through her doctors and now selling her invention for $100? Are you kidding me?" So how are you guys feeling about all this? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.